We're at the OSU Student Farm today, and we just harvested some lettuce. And so Parker Lastovica is going to show us how we would take this lettuce from the field to the market. So Parker, what do we have going on here? What is this device we're standing in front of?
Yeah, you bet. This is our greens bubbler, greens washer. So it's what we use to clean all the dirt and debris off of our lettuce.
Okay, so what does this thing do? Is this like a jacuzzi for lettuce, or what is it?
Well, basically, yeah. So the way we use it, it's just a stock tank with some PVC, that's our air supply pipe, and it just bubbles, and as it bubbles, it agitates the lettuce, agitates the debris off the leaves of the lettuce, and they kind of sink to the bottom, and then we're able to just grab them out and dry them off and send them on their way.
That's great. So you just went to the farm store, bought a stock tank. Did you have to modify it or do anything to it?
We did. We modified it a little bit. So this is your standard 110-gallon stock tank, plastic stock tank. We got it from Tractor Supply, but you can get them from anywhere.
And I see a hole at the bottom, or a couple of holes at the bottom. What happened?
A couple of holes, yeah. So they come with a drain hole installed, but we got to looking at it, and it's not quite on the very bottom of the tank.
So it'll hold a little water?
It'll hold a little water, and we don't want that. We want it to drain completely clean whenever we
So what'd you do for that?
So for that, we just retrofitted a bathtub drain in there. We got that from Lowe's, just cut a hole, plugged it in there, and so that's pretty much all that we had to do to the stock tank.
So now you can get all the water out. So
now we can get all the water out.
So what about this water? Do you put any chemicals or anything in it to wash the lettuce?
A little bit. We have to put sanitizer in it, so we use a food grade bleach. You want to get that somewhere between 50 and 200 parts per million.
Okay, so really
water.
just like a teaspoon per gallon to a tablespoon per gallon. Right. So not a whole lot.
It doesn't take much. No, sir. Yeah, you don't want to just nuke the plants or anything.
Yeah. And then, so you're basically giving them a nice bath, getting the bubbler, and that bubbler, that action, what's it do for, like, maybe there's insects and things here.
It knocks them all off. It just tosses the leaves around. It really is. You said jacuzzi. It really is like a jacuzzi. Yeah. It just bounces the leaves around, and that loosens up the dirt and the bugs.
So how do you get the bubbles?
The bubbles, right? Yeah. So you could actually use a jacuzzi pump, but what we did is we bought a shop vac that's got a blower function on it.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper, it's more portable, it's more accessible. So we plugged the hose from the blower up into the PVC pipes that we've got fitted in here. And then we took and we drilled holes in the PVC every so often and have that submerged and weighed down. And so that way when we turn the shop vac on, the air gets forced through the PVC, out the bubbles, and that's where you get your jacuzzi.
Okay, well, let's see it in action.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
So it's real easy. Just take the lettuce, toss it in there. It's gonna float at first, but it gets tossed around, it'll sink as you operate it.
Guess I could help you.
Yeah, that's all right. That's my job, right? You don't want to fill it too full, because then the greens won't move around. But yeah, you just toss them in there, and then once all your greens are in, you just flip the on switch. You may have to kind of push the lettuce down a little bit, help it agitate. Take them out and look at them every once in a while. See, it's looking pretty good already. We've got a lot of the dirt knocked off, a lot of the bugs, still a little bit. Sometimes with the head lettuce, you kind of gotta really shake it around and get in the inner leaves, get those spread apart. Yeah, I say we're looking pretty good now. Next, we dry it. We gotta get the water off the leaves.
Gotta get the water out, okay.
Yes, sir, yep.
Okay, Parker, we got them all bubbled, washed.
All bubbled, all clean.
What's next?
All right, next we got to dry them. So with the greens in particular, you really want to get the water off the leaves as soon as possible, because that just makes them wilt faster, makes them go bad faster.
Sure.
So the way we do that, we've got this, it's basically a giant salad spinner, but it uses centrifugal force to pull water off of the leaves and drain it out.
So this one, not necessarily a farm scale or commercial size one, but a good one for our small batch here, right?
That's right. You just load it with lettuce. There's a basket on the inside that's set on a spindle that spins, and then you got a hand crank here, and you just turn the hand crank, and it's got a gear mechanism, so it actually spins. The basket spins faster than the crank does.
Sure.
And so it spins and pulls all the water off.
So where does the water go?
It goes out to the outside. Take the lid off here. So it goes to the outside bucket pretty much, and then out a drain. And
hole in the bottom for it to drain out.
Yes, sir. Yep.
How long do we have to spin these things?
About a minute. That's something you can look at too. You know, if your lettuce, if you didn't shake it off enough coming out of the bubbler, you may have to spin it a little bit longer. But you want to give it a good spinning, you know, 30 seconds to a minute.
Now, would a consumer still want to be careful and once they get this home, wash it at home and everything too,
Wash
right?
it, that's correct.
That's
I
right.
mean, it's grown in the soil. You know, the bubbler does really good, but it doesn't get everything. That's also partially why we put a sanitizing agent in there, because that, you know, life is dirty. A little bit of dirt never hurt anybody, right? But you want to get the germs off.
But we want to be safe with our food, right?
Safe with our food,
so, so we sanitize it, bubble, wash it, spin it, dry it, ready for the market,
Ready
but
for the
still
market.
wash it once you get home.
Good idea. Yes, sir. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Parker.
Yeah, you bet.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.